Here we go, sucker. 420 in the Southland.
Come on.
A live imaging Tuesday. Pick up the energy, Cappy. Pick up the energy.
Beep-ba-da-boop. Dee-ba-da-bop. Doo-ba-da-bop. Doo-ba-da-bop.
Sedano and Cap is on your Tuesday afternoon, the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover. It has been said that at times I lack a little energy for this show on Tuesdays because I'm a little spent. Cappy says this, by the way, because he's a rat. But we are going to pick up the energy, Cappy, today. Because tonight you and I are going to the Kings game with our fabulous winners who are in studio, Mikey and Amanda. I don't know what city they're from. I'll find out, though. Who won that Sunday Swagger contest. What's wrong, Sedano? Sedano's mouth
Game of Games is a fraud.
What?
Bob at Culver fan says that Dean Smith, Ireland was. What was the question? Find Laura or Greg. Get Greg. Ireland had a question about coaches who won the NCAA tournament, and he said this person only won one, and he said it was Dean Smith. Bob at Culver fan says, didn't he win one with Eric Montross? I went and looked back now. Dean Smith won 2 championships.
Yeah, but we both got that one wrong.
Well,
I didn't get that one wrong.
No, but I'm saying we all.
Corporate Greg has come in and he's flustered.
But my point is, potpourri of lies gets destroyed.
I told him all about it, too.
Dean Smith has 2 championships.
Well, who doesn't
So
know
the
that?
whole game is forfeited.
No, that one thing? No. There's
Forfeited.
so many more.
It is a final!
Thank you.
No, I'm keeping my win. I am absolutely keeping my win.
you have to
I wouldn't have gone. I didn't go Dean Smith because there's no way he only won one.
You're
I didn't go
disqualified
Dean
like
Smith either,
DeMarco's going to be disqualified
So-
on Saturday.
It was just between you and me at the end.
No, but that was not the. That was way earlier in the
You
game.
should dock him a point for complaining.
It's afterwards. I can't do that.
You can't do
anymore.
that.
Oh,
See,
well,
what are
then
you
can you
trying to do?
protest?
You don't even know the
Well,
rules of the
but
game.
I know, but this poor kid comes walking in here today.
Little flustered.
Right, and you talk about flustered. You're getting screamed at
Listen,
by everybody.
I'm just
I've
saying.
been streamed worse by Sedano.
The
This
game
is
was a
nothing.
fraud.
You hear this?
Fraudulent game
Sedano
today.
Says your game is a fraud.
It was not my game.
Whose game was it?
It was John's
John
game.
Ireland's.
Johnny I's a
Which
fraud.
is I could have never. Because it was John. I just believed it.
So did I.
You hear that?
Yeah. We both got it wrong. I said
Because John is never wrong in these scenarios.
But in this case,
in these
not
scenarios.
wrong.
in
when you
these
Google
in these.
everything.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh,
Did
she's
you
just
say,
throwing
did
shots
you say that
at
he's
Ireland.
not wrong when he Googles
No,
everything?
no, I did not
That's
say
what
that.
you said.
You're
I think
putting
that's
words
what
in
you
my mouth,
said.
Cappy.
No, I heard that.
When he was at home.
Hey, he's not listening right now. He's listening to PTI anyway. So.
Right, he don't listen to us.
Yeah.
He don't want nothing to do with us.
but
That guy
yes.
can't get out of here fast enough at 4:12.
I even told him that he was wrong. He's like, oh, I got that one wrong. So he knows it at least.
Oh, you told him?
I
You
told
looked it
him.
up afterwards?
Yeah, well, a bunch of people, Casper Villa and a whole bunch of people were
That's
saying,
what I
this
thought.
is
I'm like,
wrong.
Dean Smith has only won one? That
sounded
doesn't
weird.
make
doesn't make any
That's
sense.
ridiculous.
It sounded very
Everybody
weird.
knows that.
Greg, if that were you, you would be like
He's the
burning in
dean.
hell right,
Right.
now.
Oh, you're killing me. Everyone would be just saying that I'm the worst human in the world.
No, you're not.
Close.
You're not.
I think you're
I
worse.
mean, not the
I'm
worst
worse.
human
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
way
world.
I mean,
worse.
there's like-
I'm way worse. Morales
Between
is
you
worse.
Well,
and I
Cappy
right
says, yeah,
now-
Morales says you're way worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morales, he's worse right now.
He's a bad guy.
Bad
he's
guy.
a gutless bum, and he's
Right.
cheap.
You see, that right there, gutless bums. That's the phrase you should be using.
So, yeah, Sedano, did you hear this bit earlier?
Yeah, I heard that you wanted to use beautiful people, but Pat McAfee
I didn't know you
uses
said
them.
that.
Yeah.
Using
I
his
need an
good
opening
friends.
catchphrase. Like, I was going with hello fans.
You can't do
I
that.
like
Chris
Hello,
Morales.
fans is
Gutless
horrible.
Jacks was pretty good.
But
Jax is good.
so I've been asked to speak at the Kiwanis Club in
you can't
Burbank.
say that,
I
yeah.
can't open up at the Kiwanis Club in Burbank in April and say, hey, Gutless Jacks,
No, but
I'm Chris Morales.
Why don't you just use hello, everybody?
Kind of like you have. What's the wins? What's his drop?
Vandal, that's
Hi,
amazing.
this is George Sedano. I need something.
Hey there, I'm George Sedano.
Right.
Yeah, can you do that?
Hey
What's
there.
wrong- what's wrong with
I need
gutless
something.
bums?
I
Hey
need
there.
something with a little pop though.
Gutless bums is good.
Like, what do you say at the
He
beginning?
came back from the dead.
What do
He
you
did
say
come
at the
back from
beginning of
dead.
a broadcast, Judge?
Hey
the theme is playing.
I'm George Sedano.
This is ESPN Saturday College Football. Now inside Buccaneer Stadium.
Well, I
here's
usually
George
say, like,
Sedano.
welcome into whatever stadium is
Do
usually
you say
what I
you are looking live or not?
No, I don't. That's a Brent Musburger
Right,
thing.
but
You
that's
don't-
still good.
How does Kevin Harlan start?
Hello, friends.
No, he just says
doesn't
that.
say
He's
that.
like, welcome to the city of angels, blah, 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 blah. The Lakers will take on the Clippers, blah, blah, blah. You know,
Just
like,
welcome to the city.
What if I say, hello, good friends?
No,
I'm
good
Chris
friends
Morales.
is terrible.
You don't like good
well,
friends?
because you use
terrible.
that.
Oh, you use that?
No, I've used great
Oh,
friends.
use it on
Great
20
friends.
years.
Is it
Great
the
friends.
Cappy
Great
cast?
friends, 20 years.
Great friends.
Great friends.
Hello, everybody. I am. Nah,
Just that. He's not working these days, is he?
I think he's a caddy, and he's finding inner peace.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not joking. He's
I'm
in a
not.
country
I don't
club.
mean that as like
In a country
I'm
club in
saying he's
Atlanta.
not working in like media. So
No. He kind of flamed out.
So I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying, like, if you,
He had some demons.
It's almost like a tip of the cap.
Yeah.
I would say.
Hello, everybody. I am Chris.
How about if you start with this?
Sound like Bruce
How about
Buffer.
something like that?
Well, he's not working either, so.
Yeah, but if we
he is
say
working.
what he says, then we got to pay him.
Right.
Oh.
See, something like that.
Nah, I need to work on something.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Like Costas does. Hey, everybody. Hi, everybody. It's Bob Costas.
Yeah, he does do that.
Yeah.
And wow, you really sounded
Well,
like
I worked
Bob
with
when
Bob.
you said
Yeah,
it.
I worked with Bob.
That's what he says.
What does Al Michaels say?
I don't think he has like a thing.
I don't think he has an introductory kind of call.
Yeah.
We should ask him if you'd ever get him on the show. You're such best friends with him.
You want him? You want Al Michaels on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's already booked on the Cappy Cast this week.
Well, that's actually not a bad idea. Now that you mention it, I should probably do that.
Yeah.
I haven't had him on the Cappy Cast in a long time.
Yeah.
Did you do
Plus-
the Cappy Cast before or after you do the Dodgers? What was that? The Dodgers podcast that you
Oh, yeah.
did?
So you were on some Dodgers
Dodger
podcast.
Blue.
Were you on the Blue Review?
Yeah.
No.
not the Blue
No.
Review.
He was
Outside,
not
outside
on
that
ours.
again, outside the streets.
I mean, listen.
Outside the
Why
familia.
are you going against the familia?
What familiar?
La
This
Cosa
familia.
Nostra.
Why am I going against it?
I'm just saying.
How's
What did
that?
you go on? Dodgers Nation or something?
Dodger Blue.
Dodger Blue. Is
yeah.
that a cited client?
Well, it's a website that a lot of people use.
Is it a cited client?
It's a partner. Partner.
Yeah.
We use the word partner.
Oh, okay.
We use the word partner at Sided. We use partner, not client. Yeah. Yeah, so I did it after Lindsay Baseball. I did Cappy Cast.
I was just curious.
Then I did the Dodger Blue podcast. You know, I think it's called Dodger Heads is I think the name of the podcast. And
Were
then
you breaking
Dodger
down the
heads?
Dodgers?
No, I wasn't breaking down the Dodgers. I wasn't
What were you
really-
breaking down?
I wasn't really breaking down anything. I
Were
was
you
just,
breaking down the 3 a.m. battle that's coming in Seoul, Korea?
so I want you guys to know something right now.
Yes.
I have my alarm.
No
you
way.
don't.
Yes,
Not
I
a
do.
chance.
Yes, I'm going to show you.
Rachel would
I'm gonna
never
sh-
allow it.
I'm going to show you right now.
Scott, we are done.
Alarm set 2:58 a.m. 2:58 a.m. And as I am in room 715 at the East Central and Morales is in room 713 at the East Central,
You're gonna-
I'll be banging on the door.
Bam!
You know, wake up, sucker. Dodgers Padres, first game of the season. Let's go.
Because you have
well-
to watch the Padres. That's
Well,
why.
right. I was
Yeah.
just going to say, there's the dual interest here.
Yeah, there is dual
I
interest.
am going to text you
Of
a
course
pic.
there's dual
I am going to
interest.
text you at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I want you to text me back a picture to show proof of life.
I am going to be sending you a picture of me watching the television. Yes, there's dual interest. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I would like sleep through this whole game. But now it's become a challenge.
Yeah, I'm not going to get
You know?
up.
No, you're not going to wake up?
No.
You might just be up anyway.
No.
Hey, I'm just saying this.
What are you saying?
I will wake up. I will watch the first inning. I will doze back off to sleep. That's all. But I am curious. I'm curious. I'm going to wake up at 2:58.
Okay.
2:58.
All right.
Alarm is set.
Uh-huh. By the way, don't forget, tonight at 6 o'clock, right after this show, the NCAA, the first four, we will bring you...
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
There you go, Big D.
Colorado
It's,
State battles Virginia.
Emily's Who's, yeah.
Yeah. Tonight you could hear it, and you could hear plenty of March Madness action, courtesy of Westwood One, all tourney long, on your home of sports sometimes. Oh, that's a good slogan.
I
not a
love
bad idea.
that. That's a
Your
great.
home of sports
I like that.
sometimes.
Home of sports, ... sometimes.
We came up with fail forward fast yesterday.
Yeah, that
so
was a
there
good one.
Yeah.
We
Cam
kinda
Cameron.
stole that from Cam Cameron.
Right, but it should be perfect for this show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris, did you just think of that?
Yeah,
Oh, I like it.
thank you.
Hey, way to improv.
Well, you know, when you got to carry a lot of shows here like
Yeah.
I had to today.
Right.
Wow.
You have carried them all. That's for sure.
Yeah, by the way, Big E in the Sedano Kap Circle of Trust says, so,
Mm-hmm.
at Scott Kaplan dropped $40 on an app he'll never use, but is upset he spent $60 on 2 pizzas he'll eat half of.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. I am going to make a commitment to use this app to get my $39.99 worth of app.
You're not.
Now, I did this. I spent $9.99 on that exercise app, and I got 7 days of exercise out of it.
Okay.
So when you think about it, that's like
Oh,
a
you're
dollar.
off that thing that you were sending me? Like, you got to get this, man. It's going to change our lives.
Well, it would change your life.
I don't need
Whoa.
my life changed. My life, I'm quite actually happy and very comfortable in my life now.
Wait, that must be because we've been reading daily affirmations recently.
Well, yeah, that's coming up in just a few minutes, by the
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just thought you wanted to drop a couple of LBs.
I'm fine right now.
Okay, you're good.
Speaking of Big E, I know Friday he's going to be at the Pizza Hut broadcast with Travis and Sliwa because he has said he's going to come by so we can puff the Dragon. But Saturday, I believe Big E and the entire Circle of Trust is going to be there for the Pickleball Madness Tournament. Starts at 10 a.m. at the Agape Pickleball Center in the city of Fountain Valley. Come on out. Press the flesh. See Sedano and Cap battle on a team. See DeAndre. Who you playing with?
Playing BC, Brian Cohen.
Brian Cohen. You're going to have to hit that mic as well. And see producer Lindsay and Steve Mason battle. The Pickleball Madness Tournament, our second annual edition, starts Saturday at 10 a.m. Be sure to be there. RSVP for a real good seat right now at ESPNLA.com, and then click the Pickleball Madness Tournament. Special thanks to our partner, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your neighborhood place to get an oil change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change.
Cappy.
And the $30 windshield wiper.
Yeah. Cappy, I saw yesterday you liked a tweet I sent in the community.
What was it about?
It was about the Lakers and Lakers fans, particularly. I want to address said tweet because we started talking about this yesterday a little bit, and I feel like it needs to be said. So we'll get to that coming up next. But first, tell them about your friend, the Waterboy.
Oh, you know what? I first of all want to say this. If you're driving down the road and you see a truck that says the Waterboy on it, and you snap a photo and then you tweet it to me, I appreciate that, y'all, okay? I just want you to know that. I love y'all, number one. And number two, I appreciate that, okay? So if you see a Waterboy truck cruising down the road, take that pic and tweet it to me. But be careful, because I know you're driving. Listen, if you are a homeowner, if you are a realtor, if you are a property manager, you need to call Omer at the Waterboy, 818-518-5055, 818-518-5055. And here's why. Because what happens is, especially as a homeowner, you got your house and the water bill comes and you're like, how could it possibly be this expensive? And you try and figure out, well, we're running the water here, we're washing the car, we're taking long showers. And then you figure you've got it all settled and you don't. And then that next bill comes and you're like, why is our water bill so high? And it's probably because you have a leak somewhere that you don't even know about. Well, that's what the Waterboy does. Omer comes to your house. He can do it visually. He can do it acoustically. He finds the leak and makes sure that you can stop those high water bills. 818-518-5055, 818-518-5055. You call Omer at the Waterboy Leak Detection today.
Saturday night.
All right, the NCAA tournament is almost here. Slee and I are in matching shirts.
Yep.
And you can come hang out with us at the Dine-In Pizza Hut on Magnolia Avenue in Anaheim on March 22nd. There is Dine-In Pizza Hut still out.
Listen, you eat pizza, you hang out with us,
Win.
college basketball going on. We're giving away a 75-inch 4K TV. Of course, we're going to be giving out specials the entire time. You know Pizza Hut's going to hook everybody up. What's better?
They have menu hacks that we can talk about. Come on out, hang out with us. Pizza Hut in Anaheim, Magnolia Avenue, March 22nd. Don't
Miss out.
that.
4:34 on a live imaging Tuesday. You got that energy, Cappy? Pick up the energy.
Well, you know this song. When I hear this song, I turn into Venice Beach, Cappy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This is the song.
You a freak.
You know it. Yeah.
On this day in 2015, the #1 hit, Bruno Mars with a little Uptown Funk. You want me to come dump truck you?
Oh, my goodness. You must be careful. You're going to need hip surgery.
I dump trucked them dead on.
Ooh.
Very good. We are going to get to that Lakers conversation in the tweet in just a moment, but first, it is our time. 25 minutes in front of 5 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon. You're stuck in that rush hour traffic. You got to smooth
bad
out.
there, dude. It's rough.
Give us the music, producer DeAndre. And now, producer Wingy gives us...
Lingy?
No. Cap reads them.
Oh, Cappy
it's
reads
his.
them.
It's him working on himself.
That's
we
right.
all
It's
follow
true.
along.
Cappy, read. Well, I was going to throw to you. I thought you were going to throw to him. You know how we get...
Take it away, Cappy.
Exactly. Discombobulation sometimes.
I want everybody carefully driving down the road right now. Perk up, listen carefully, and let's all treat ourselves with a little bit more respect. Stop calling yourself what I do. You fat animal. You disgusting pig. Ugh, you make me
Stop,
sick,
Cap,
you animal.
stop.
Well, I'm trying to tell everybody, like, we're giving everybody an example of the things that we all say to ourselves. Like, why am I ordering road pie for studio pie?
Because you're a disgusting scumbag.
Because I'm a big freaking fat animal.
No, you're not.
Here's my first
You are
affirmation.
wonderful.
Yes, here's my first affirmation of the day. I now see myself as exactly the person I want to be. Confident, self-assured, healthy, and prosperous.
Well, you do rip people off a lot, so that's fine.
My second affirmation, my confidence in my body is improving.
Say it, Cappy. Be it.
And lastly, I see myself as a gift to my people. You guys are my people, just so you know. I see myself as a gift to you people and to my community.
Who are you calling you people?
You people, you, and you, and you, and you. My people, I'm calling you you people. And everybody listening in the circle of trust, I see myself as a gift to my people, who are you people, and to my community. Let's all feel better about ourselves, don't you think, everybody?
It's awfully contradictory of what you were saying before that.
About what a fat slob I am?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And about how
man.
Which
disgusting
one do you
I
really
am?
believe, Cap?
I believe I'm a fat slob.
No,
And I'm
stop.
disgusting.
See, this-
But if I keep telling myself all these other nice things, I'm going to eventually start to believe it.
We'll keep working on it
My confidence in my body is improving.
every day.
See, Chris has already
Little better.
bought in.
Every
Chris has
day.
already bought into it.
Well, I'm a big daily affirmation guy.
You are?
I do probably 10 minutes every morning in yoga pose.
Oh, yeah?
What's so fucking?
let me see the
What's so
pose.
freaking funny?
Let me see the pose.
We
So
might-
freaking
Let me
funny.
take a look.
Wait,
Let
you
me
doing the
see-
praying mantis?
No, like just a
Well, like a
no,
The
downward,
downward
dog?
dog.
It's a very standard pose.
Oh,
not a
crisscross
downward dog.
applesauce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I pray.
Yeah.
I talk about what we're going to accomplish that day.
Okay. You
I
manifest it.
recycle
Yeah.
thoughts from the end of the day. I write down notes before the day ends, usually about what do I want to accomplish, what happened today,
Okay.
why is Cappy a scumbag,
Right.
Why do you go against the family?
why do you go against the family?
Right. And have you come up with any answers?
Just that you're not a nice guy.
I'm a bad guy.
What'd you do to go against the family?
I'm not sure, but whatever it is, I'm sure it's bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When's
Meanwhile,
the pizza showing up, by the way?
we got to talk about we'll talk about this next segment, the amazing tweet today that came out of Beto 1099. But speaking of amazing tweets,
yeah. Did you see this?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's fantastic.
we'll tell you in about 10 minutes. But first, speaking of amazing tweets,
So, Cappy, yesterday you and I
Mm-hmm.
were talking about the Lakers, and we were referencing just kind of the LeBron era, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were saying this should just cut bait, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, and I was referencing how, the previous 6 years were not great.
All I was saying is that if you're going to pay LeBron $50 million a year, and the best you're going to get is playing in from the 10 seed.
Well, I mean, that's not the best you've gotten.
I'm just saying that at some point, as he's getting older, you're going to have to really think about what the future of your organization
Well,
is.
they have clearly made their decision, as we discussed yesterday, that they're going to use those 3 picks that they have available to them this offseason to find the bridge player. The bridge player that will play with LeBron and AD and then go on to be the guy to play with AD whenever that time comes. So, anyway.
I don't know that that's so clear, but okay.
I mean, it feels very fairly clear that's why they didn't make a move this offseason.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. We're getting nitty gritty in the big city.
Well,
you feel me? Okay.
What do you think they're going to do?
Well, here's the thing.
Actually, no, you're going to throw everything off. Just
All right,
go.
go ahead.
Just
Keep
go.
going. Yeah,
then
keep
we
going.
got into the conversation.
Don't let me take a left turn.
You were talking about like the bubble and they won in the bubble, and I'm like, oh, don't do that, because Laker fans love to they love to besmirch the bubble, except when it comes to Clipper fans, right? Because when the Clipper fans get into the conversation, they're like, oh, we won in 2020, you guys haven't won since Kawhi got here, blah blah blah. You haven't won anything, you guys stink, yada yada, right? So I got a tweet in the Sedano Kap Circle of Trust from a guy I generally like and agree with normally. Crash Override.
Crash Override. Haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah. At CrashX55. And he writes to me, I think it's pretty simple, Sedano. This is the Lakers we're talking about. One title isn't enough, as in the one title they won with LeBron. Being happy with one ring is for lesser teams like the Clippers. If all you have to offer is one title, you don't meet the minimum requirements.
Ooh.
To which I responded,
Let me hear what you said.
you're spoiled.
Right.
You guys were literally the worst team in the sport those 6 years by win percentage. The previous 6 years that he referenced. Here's the breakdown of the years with LeBron. Magic and Pelinka wasted the first season of still in his prime LeBron. Okay?
But wasn't LeBron hurt that year?
No, he had like a
groin
injury.
Yeah, but
they
he was
were the
out for a
4
lot of
seed.
games.
Yeah, but come on, man. He saw what was around. They had Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson and these guys around there.
Lance Stevenson.
I mean, come on, man.
Oh.
Get out of here with
You know
that.
who Lance Stevenson is, Morales?
Yes.
You were familiar that he's not just a name in a Nicki Minaj song?
Can you let Sedano get through this?
Well, I just wanted to make sure everybody understands
Listen, you're the one complaining about how this show goes sometimes.
I am?
So you know what? We're actually trying to produce it a little bit.
Okay.
So why don't you let us produce it?
Let us produce it?
Meaning Sedano, myself, and Lindsay.
okay.
And
Go
you
ahead.
just do there and let us control you like the puppet you are.
Lance Stevenson.
All right. So they wasted the first year of LeBron, which was a prime year of LeBron. Then,
Dance when we tell you to dance, puppet.
You like that, huh, Big?
then
Big?
howdy doody.
Yeah.
Okay. They won.
No.
They won a championship the second year.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
I mean, they won one. Yes?
I mean, yes, there
They
was
hoisted the trophy at the end.
Yes, and LeBron told everybody, I want my damn respect.
Okay, regardless, they won the championship. Yes?
There was a championship. Somebody had to win it. They won it.
Somebody had to win it. Yeah, usually somebody has to win it.
They won it.
Okay. The third year, they got unlucky with injuries.
Okay.
They were fantastic until Solomon Hill rolled LeBron's ankle like it was a football game, okay? And I don't even know how he played at any point the rest of the season because, honestly, I was stunned he could even walk.
I remember that season. They were
22-6 at one point.
They were playing against Phoenix, I want to say, in the playoffs.
Right, and everybody was hurt.
And they won maybe the first game.
They
or
were up 2-1.
Yeah. And at that point, when they won the second game, I was like, that's it. Toast. Over. Done. Win. Move on to the next round. And then, of course, they fell apart.
Phoenix
I think
won
Anthony
3 in a row.
Davis got hurt,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they fell apart. Okay.
Right.
All right.
So they got unlucky with injuries that year.
All right.
Okay. Then
All right.
Go ahead.
the Russ trade. Complete unmitigated disaster on
Whose
every
fault-
side.
whose fault was that?
Everybody's fault.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're all clear.
Everybody's fault.
That was LeBron's doing.
fault. The front office's fault because everybody was a willing participant there. Everybody was like, "Oh, we got a big 3,
Brody.
Oh,
Love you, Brody.
Big 3 now, big 3." And anyone over there in El Segundo who wants to dispute that
Yeah,
now,
who? Like who?
I'm just saying,
You're not gonna name
anyone
names?
who wants to dispute that now is not telling the truth.
Okay.
Everybody was in on a big 3 at that point. Okay.
And led by LeBron and AD.
I don't know who it was led by. Nonetheless, it was all in unison. They were all lockstep, okay? So everybody was in on that, all right? Nobody had a gun held to their head to trade for Russell Westbrook. Nobody, all right? Then,
Not even Rob Pelinka?
nobody.
You sure?
Positive,
All right.
okay? Then, last year they made the Western Conference Finals when they had literally a 0.3 chance of even making the playoffs.
Yep. They were 2-10, and then when they finally got rid of Russ and they made all those moves, they made
Addition by subtraction.
They rose from the dead.
Right. Addition by subtraction.
Okay.
They made the Western Conference Finals. It's kind of a surprise. We thought it was a pretty good year, right? Considering where everything was. And then now we have this year, which is not looking great, but it's unknown, I would say, at the moment.
Okay. Now go back to the original tweet from Crash Ride Override.
Okay, and then what I would add, because I followed up. I followed up on said tweet.
Okay.
I followed up on said tweet and basically said, dude, you realize that this is the world that most teams live in. This isn't like Laker fans have to understand, and I get it, because you know why? I grew up a Yankees fan because my dad was a Yankee, but here's the difference.
Daddy Yankee?
Daddy Yankee,
Okay,
see.
just want to make sure I understood.
So I get it because of this. My dad grew up watching Mickey Mantle and those guys. So he assumed every year they needed to win a championship.
Right.
All right? I grew up in an era where the Yankees went 15 years without even making the playoffs. So my perspective was completely different, where it wasn't until I was a freshman in college that they won. Forget about they won the World Series, but they won a playoff series, for God's sake. Playoffs? Yes. All right? So what I'm telling you is,
I want to hear what you're telling me.
if you're a Laker fan right now,
Yeah?
you've won in the last 15 years, or will be 15th season now, one championship, okay? This is not the 80s. This is not the 2000s. This is now. And this is how most teams and their fan bases have to understand that this is how sports works. It's not your birthright to win a championship. However, the expectations I get, but the results, you have to live with the results. You make decisions as a franchise, and you have to live with those decisions as a fan. You can be upset at the front office, you can be upset at the franchise, but nonetheless, that's the way sports works. All right? You're not supposed to win every year, okay? Just because you won 17 in a small amount of time doesn't mean you're always going to win. It just happened to be, you know what? You guys were awesome. Dr. Buss was amazing. The whole thing came together at the right time. You had Magic, you had Kareem, then you were able to get Shaq. All that stuff worked in your favor, okay? By your own hard work. However, sometimes things don't fall your way, and things that are out of your control don't fall your way. And this is the life that most sports fans have to deal with. And unfortunately, this is where the Lakers are basically for the last 14 or 15 seasons.
That's how sports works, Cappy.
Do you feel it, Cappy?
Now I understand.
I think we get your reaction next.
Now I understand.
Why don't we let you towel off a
Wow.
little bit? Take a timeout. You cool with that, George?
You okay, George?
No, that was a master
I'm
class.
a master class. Do you need like cholesterol medication after that, or like
No, I
blood
actually have
pressure
really
medication?
good blood pressure.
Yeah,
Anything?
look at him. You
I
know
mean,
he has good
I
blood
know, you're just
pressure.
hyped up, man.
I mean, I'm like 120 over like 70.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty
I was
solid.
that at
Pretty
like
good.
10.
That's
Anyway,
pretty good. I'm bringing my blood pressure.
why don't we take a little
machine.
timeout?
I got to talk about Jacob, though.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, let me tell Jacob.
Then we'll get Cappy's reaction
Oh my
next.
God.
If you get into an accident,
Yeah.
and maybe some of you were so mad about what I was saying, you got into an accident. Well, you call Jacob right away at 844-24-JACOB. All right, listen. You get into an accident with a commercial van or a truck or an 18-wheeler, don't try to deal with the insurance company on your own. What are you doing? You call Jacob right away at 844-24-JACOB. The last thing you want to do is the next day accept the first offer they call you with. You don't want to do that. Those commercial drivers, they got special licenses to operate those vehicles. They have a log, and they have their daily activity on there with their employer. So if you're injured in an accident caused by an 18-wheeler, commercial vehicle, etc., call Jacob right away at 844-24-JACOB. My guy Jacob and his team, they know what to look for, whether the driver's driven too long without a brake or the load he was carrying was unbalanced. There's a ton of stuff he can look for. Jacob and his team, they will hold the commercial vehicle company responsible. And by doing this, they're able to get you the medical care and the settlement you deserve, not the one the insurance company wants you to accept 12 hours after the accident happened. So, guys, a lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. You call Jacob, he'll win for you. So call him at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB, 844-24-JACOB, or visit him online at calljacob.com.
platinum band, and this time we're gonna get funky. Funky.
What is going on here?
Funky. Funky.
You got to get funky.
Everybody clap your hands.
7 minutes in front of 5 o'clock.
Clap your hands.
Poor Ron Mitchell, our MC. I don't think he's ever seen me move my behind like that.
Yeah, he looks disturbed.
I would
and I
be too.
understand.
See, this is your kind of song, Cap, because they give you the directions.
Right. I need them.
Let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha, real smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, the cha-cha. There it is.
How do you do the cha-cha, Cap?
Turn it out.
Just
Like,
like this
stand,
right
stand
here.
up and show me,
Just
because
like
some
this right
people do it differently.
On this day in 2004, the #1 UK song, DJ Casper, the cha-cha slide.
Left foot, let's
DJ
stomp.
Casper Villa?
No. Although I can't wait to see Casper Villa. He's going to be at the Yali Crew concert
Yes, he is.
March 29th at the Whiskey.
That'll sound like fun.
Few tickets still left, but we almost sold that sucker out. By the way, I put you down for 4.
Turn this
Not
up.
8?
Not 8.
Turn
What
this
about 8
mother out.
backstagers?
4.
4 backstagers?
4 tickets, VIP tickets.
To the left,
Scumbag.
to the right.
You know I'm bringing my girlfriends.
Crisscross.
Fine.
Crisscross.
People are going to see how I get down.
Okay.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
Oh.
Let's go to work.
Yeah.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all.
Come on.
2 hops this time.
2 hops.
2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps.
See, you just got to go to bar
Left foot,
mitzvahs.
2 stumps.
You get to
Hands on
practice
your
these
knees,
things.
Hands on your knees.
I'm saying?
Get funky with it.
All right, so George, you just had this massive rant
Rack me.
about the Lakers. Yeah, Rackham is right. You have 2 small flaws, though,
Okay.
in your rant.
And they are?
They are the Lakers are not other sports franchises. As you point out, you say, hey, this is the way it works in sports.
The expectations are I don't have the issue with. It's this notion that you have that if you've only won one championship in 5 years or whatever it's been, that's like a bad thing.
Well, there's the Lakers side of it, and then there's the LeBron side of it.
Or realistic side of it.
Well, when you put the Lakers and the LeBron together, you're supposed to win every year.
Well, that is the goal. But I also feel like they have not. I mean, we could talk about Russ all you want. There have not necessarily been the ideal rosters around LeBron in especially early. When you wasted when he arrived in 2018. This dude's coming off 8 straight finals appearances, and you put Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson next to him.
Man, amen.
What are you doing?
Well, I mean, listen, did LeBron not know what he was coming into?
Magic Johnson, who we love, sold LeBron on. I remember it. I'll never forget it because I was like literally like going at it tooth and nail with LZ and Key those days, and going like, oh, they need playmakers, and I'm like, no, you don't. You need shooters. Because you got the best playmaker on the floor. You don't need another playmaker. That's like saying, we have Magic Johnson. You need more playmakers. Of course not.
But do you want, so if I may say something,
You going to say something here?
not to defend the Laker fans, because they annoy me too, but you talked about Showtime, and you talked about the 2000s. Can you understand how they thought that this would be a repeat of that? Whether that's in reality or not.
But you got a guy. You got him at the end of his career.
I'm not
like.
saying
What
that-
did they like? What
said
did you
they
honestly?
wasted his prime.
The Lakers
They wasted one
No, they
year of
did.
his
That
prime
is
for
true.
sure.
But the
I mean, that
Laker
was a
fans-
disaster.
The Lakers fans are gutless apologists, a lot of them, so they don't understand what you're saying. But you can understand how they feel.
No. He cannot understand how they feel because, listen, there is an arrogant, I'm using that word, there is an arrogant expectation by the Laker fan base, number 1, the Laker organization, number 2, and LeBron James, number 3. And by the way, all of that arrogance is perpetuated by the local media who says all the time, if you have LeBron, you are in the business of winning championships. Are they?
Of course, I've said that.
But are they?
They're in the business of winning championships.
Well, the Laker fan who
They
got to you yesterday, crash test dummy,
they thought by bringing back a team that went on a run late in the season, that went to the Western Conference Finals, they thought that bringing that team back would allow them to compete for a championship. It was, in retrospect, maybe a miscalculation because maybe that team was just a flash in the pan last year.
Well, all the guys that they added to the team, I mean, let's think about these things. Cam Reddish, what has Cam Reddish contributed this year? I mean, seriously, what value has Cam Reddish added
Cam
to
Reddish,
this
the guy
roster?
makes the minimum.
Okay,
though.
but all I'm saying is that they went out and they filled out this roster and they used him, especially when he was healthy, like as if he was going to be some impact player. Cam Reddish hurt all season long. Okay, Jared Vanderbilt got here last year. For the most part, this season hurt all year long. Gabe Vincent, a guy that they signed this year, and I remember when they signed him, it was like, this guy right here, he's an underdog guy. He wasn't like some lottery pick. He had to work his way up, and he became a championship caliber player. This is the kind of heart and soul guy you need on his team. Garbage. And I mean, like, just in terms of his season, Big D just made a face. Like, did you just call him garbage? No, what I'm saying is the season's been trash. True or false? True or false? Gabe Vincent, season good?
I mean, he's been hurt.
Right, it's my point. Is so everything that they tried to do, none of it really worked out.
Right.
Okay. And by the way, when most of us were screaming that D'Angelo Russell should be traded because his contract is tradable and he's kind of a selfish player and a diva, guess what? He is the third most important player on this team right now.
Let's see what happens during the playoffs.
You expect him to fall apart.
This is where the difference between you and me.
Well, the way you just said that is the way I interpret it.
This is the difference between you and me.
What is the
Is
difference?
that I say that and you immediately go immediately to the complete polar opposite
Yes, that's right.
of where
Yes.
I was going.
Right.
Where
were you going?
He has struggled in the playoffs at times. Let me see him get through. I got to see it to believe it.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with it at
How
all.
does it feel, Cappy, to be masterclassed segment by segment again?
It doesn't feel good, really. It doesn't
Well, on
really
that
feel
note,
good.
let's
It doesn't really feel that good.
we got some.
You know what it kind of feels like? It kind of feels like I'm standing there in the lane and some guy puts his junk on my face like last night. What happened to Austin Reeves?
Whoa.
Let's get to that in a moment. We got a feature to get in here.
Is that not what happened?
Or John Collins when Anthony Edwards did it to him yesterday.
No. The Austin Reeves one was way worse.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
DeAndre.
Nah, I'm sorry. Anthony Edwards dunk on.
No,
You gotta hit the
no.
mic, hit the mic.
No, dude. What I'm saying is that the posterization
not
of
my fault.
Austin
We need
Reeves.
to make that a bit again.
When Austin Reeves has
Yeah,
that
just hit it.
in his face,
Smack it around.
I'm telling you, it's bad.
I'm sorry, man.
See, now it's better.
Anthony Edwards.
He literally-
It's not even close.
It wasn't even a dunk.
Come on.
He
man.
threw the ball in the rim. He didn't touch the rim. It was a
So-
dunk.
Blake Griffin did that too. You count those as dunks?
Not really.
Oh wow.
I have a different dunk meter than you do.
5 o'clock.
Schmear?
5 o'clock
Schmear.
at KSPN Los Angeles,
Go
a
ahead.
Good Karma Brands radio station.
Dad.
Okay, we got a feature here. Don't forget, an hour from now, we got NCAA First Four action right here. And more of Sedano just working Cappy
the
like
pizza?
a rag doll.
Prize Picks, B.
Where's the pie? Where's the pizza pie?
I don't know. You guys ordered
Tell us
it.
about Prize Picks, Cappy.
All right, let me tell you guys what I did today on Prize Picks because I'm really excited about this play today. So I have taken. How's that mic working, Big D? You know that mic working all right? So I'm taking Otani tonight, and I'm putting him together with Luka tonight, and they have to have more than 5.5 3-pointers made or bases. So George, what do you think Otani's going to do in his first game with the Dodgers? Think he's going to get on base once or twice?
2 for 3.
Okay, so that's what I need. Luka tonight for the Mavericks, you think he's going to have more than 2 or 3 3-point shots made?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I put Shohei and Luka together for more than 5.5. Once they win that for me tonight, then I've got the second half of my play, Caitlin Clark on Saturday to score more than half a point. You think Caitlin Clark's going to score more than half a point in Iowa's first-round game in the NCAA tournament? I would think so. So here's the beauty of Prize Picks right now. Whether you want to put a basketball player together with a baseball player, or a basketball player together with a hockey player, or you want to play women's college basketball, men's college basketball, darts, League of Legends, Valorant, or any other video game, you can play everything on Prize Picks. It's super simple. You pick the player, you decide, will they score more or less? Will they have more or less rebounds? Will they have more or less assists? Will they have more or less shots on goal? It's so easy to play, and it's so much fun, and it will change the way you watch sports. Download the Prize Picks app. Use my code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, for a first-time deposit match. You put in 100, they put in 100, you got 200, and it goes up to $100. Download the Prize Picks app and use my code CAPPY.
Westwood
5 minutes after 5 o'clock, Sedano and Cap on a live Imaging Tuesday. See, Cappy, you got to pick up the energy when you're an afternoon drive.
You mean like in Tulsa, or you mean here
No, in LA.
the big city with the nitty-gritty?
In the nitty-gritty city.
Yeah.
Focus.
Linz is amazing. With the timing on that was amazing. Just like last week, that highlight, when you were talking about Coach Gatt. Who was the other coach?
Who's the other coach?
He doesn't even remember.
No, I remember it. It was just, George was like, and the assistant coaches, coach this and coach that.
Gent and Ott.
Yeah, Gent and Ott, not Gat. Hello.
And then she dropped that drop, and it was amazing. Anyway, you know what else is amazing the producer Lindsay does? She tells us what you need to know.
Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. Wait, it started off as that. Like, thanks, Christopher. I'm super excited to be doing what you need to know.
Well, then Cappy wore me down, and then he complains that I don't have enough energy.
And he turned it into wee, 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 wee. Because that's, that's like a Cappy noise right there.
Well, you're already drinking.
No, it's a Pepsi Zero. Go ahead, Lindsay.
All right.
All right, so Cappy, this one's for you. Remember
Okay.
that show on Netflix that you loved so much, Quarterbacks, and no one else liked it? Which I thought it was all right. It was all right.
I
Well,
love
guess what?
quarterbacks.
So now you're going to get a new one.
Yep. Receivers. Receiver. Not quarterbacks, just receiver. That's coming out on Netflix. They announced
But
it
I saw
today.
George Kittle is also there. I guess technically
He
a
receives.
receiver,
Yeah, he's
tight
like-
end.
He
Yeah,
receives.
He receives.
You can't do a thing called tight end. That would.
I mean, that would actually be
Oh,
pretty
that'd
funny.
be amazing.
Yeah.
Be taken a lot
Everyone
of
would watch
ways.
that.
But he
Tonight
receives.
on tight end.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd watch it.
You know, you go the double entendre. You know, the NFL can attract new viewers.
All right, let me hear who are the receivers
All right, you
that
got
I will be following.
Chris just spit out whatever he's drinking. Come on, Chris.
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
seriously.
Go
Tonight
ahead. Who are
on
the
receiver.
receivers you'll be following?
All right. So you've got Devontae Adams.
Okay, I'm curious about
Oh, I mean, he
Devontae Adams.
That's
hates
gonna be-
being in Las
yeah.
Vegas with the Raiders, so that'll
Right,
be interesting.
Right, it'd be fun to hear him rip his quarterback.
Yeah.
You know,
You've got Justin Jefferson, George
Justin
Kittle,
Jefferson. Okay.
Yep.
The gritty.
George Kittle, Debo Samuel, which I love Debo. He's
Oh,
great.
I do not like Debo Samuel.
Why don't
I
you
love
like
him.
Debo
Not
Samuel?
a cool guy.
Really?
Not a cool
What?
guy.
He didn't want to do an interview with you? or
No,
something?
he did an interview and then he sat there and went, yes, no, yes.
Maybe
no.
he just didn't like it.
Maybe he was tired.
Maybe the questions weren't good.
Maybe, but I was like, hey, bro, here's how this works. I talk to you, you talk back to me. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you just ask him yes or no questions?
No,
Did you?
Yes.
Did you give him open-ended questions like who, what, when, where, how, and why?
no,
See, that's why you needed the help of one, George Sedano.
yes.
You don't hear George Sedano asking yes/no
We
questions.
used to have at ESPN. We used to have a guy named John Sawatsky.
Yeah.
No.
And John Sawatsky used to do the Sawatsky training,
Oh, yeah?
which is literally how to interview people.
Okay.
That
He
sounds cool.
No longer with the company, but
that's too
for,
bad.
for many years was here.
Okay.
And it was a mandatory thing if you were an employee, you had to take that course.
Okay, Chris, you should take that course.
I don't interview people because
Sawatsky.
I'm not big on guests, as we know.
Sawatsky.
But you could take my course on how to do radio, sucker.
Okay, and when do I get to take that course?
Well,
He's
been
not
for a
around
few-
anymore, so it's it.
Oh, no more Sawatsky.
He's retired.
Oh,
Yeah, he
too bad.
retired, Sawatsky.
He
Shame.
literally just said yeah.
Shame.
We should bring
Well,
it
I know
back.
he retired. I thought they may have cut him at some point.
I believe he retired.
He didn't define retirement.
Okay, he just said he wasn't with the
All right,
company.
so keep going. So you got Devontae Adams, you got Justin Jefferson, you got George Kittle,
Debo, who you don't like.
Debo, who you don't
who I'm
like.
not a fan of.
And
Right.
I'm on Ross St. Brown, which you probably
Oh,
don't like.
okay.
I like
Local
Amon
kid,
Ross. Yeah,
local
I like
kid.
that. That's
Fight
a good-
on, baby.
yeah.
Fight on.
Okay. Anybody else, or is it five
Oh,
dudes?
that's 5 dudes, yeah. So you're okay. Can you compare them to like the quarterbacks? Because you
Let's
got
see.
like the star.
well, last year the
Well,
quarterbacks.
Devontae and Justin are the stars.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And then you got Kittle, who's kind of like
He's a star tight end.
he is, but you have two guys on the same team, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, that is true.
You know, why would you have two guys on
So
the
they
same team?
taped it, I guess, last year.
Okay.
So this is the 2023 season, and it's going to come out.
Oh, this is great because
Yeah.
Devontae will be furious.
Uh-huh.
Right.
You know, he's going to hate his quarterback.
Well, this
he's gonna
may
hate
be
his
more
team.
interesting than the stuff last year with the quarterbacks.
See, I like
quarterbacks
quarterbacks.
don't. But here's the difference. This one I may watch longer than I did the quarterbacks, other than the 1 or 2 episodes you made me watch, because quarterbacks by trade never say anything controversial. Wide receivers, on the other hand, they live in the controversy. They love it. It's great. This one has the potential to be way more interesting.
See, what I loved last year about quarterbacks is to see Patrick Mahomes at home. Okay, to see that he built a 4 seasons.
In his Mahomes?
That's right.
Yeah.
He built a 4 seasons in Kansas City.
Yeah.
You know,
He also has the soccer team, the NWSL soccer team.
He owns
Did you
that
see
team?
that? Yeah, you saw it. He was there last week when they
No,
opened their season.
I didn't know that.
It was all over TV and the internet.
I did not know. That is wild. So, yeah, I love Mahomes was really great last year. I grew to love Kirk Cousins. and I kind of ultimately felt bad for who's the
Marcus
third guy?
Mariota.
Marcus Mariota. Felt bad
Don't
for
feel
that
bad.
guy.
He just got a deal again to be a backup somewhere.
Yeah.
Was it the Jaguars? Somewhere.
Gosh,
Got like
I'm
$3
trying to
million.
remember.
Commanders.
Commanders. Yeah.
Commanders. Oh, way to go, Big D. So I probably would watch. I would probably watch this.
The receivers part, just based on the fact that receivers are more interesting than quarterbacks, I think this will be a better version of this.
Is this on Netflix?
Yes.
Would you like to watch receivers better than tight end?
I mean, a good tight end, though, you know?
Yeah, I know, but receiving is nice.
But tight end would be great because you'd probably have Kelsey on there, right?
You said it to be a drop. You said it to provide content.
Cappy, you a freak, man.
I mean, listen.
So can you give the billboard? Because this, Lindsay
What
and I
you
have
need to
a-
know is brought to
Yeah.
you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
So Lindsay and I have a plan here because this inspired Travis and Sleeper this morning, this story, to say, like, what would be their goofy Netflix? Like, oh, how about offensive line? Whatever. And that inspired Beto 1099.
we should do radio hosts.
Ooh,
Sports radio
that's
hosts.
a great idea.
There you go.
Because they're weirdos.
Yeah.
You know, and I say they.
So, and I feel like the ones who like to go to Radio Row, like you used to,
Right. I still like to.
they treat it like the All Valley Karate Championship in in Karate
Oh,
Kid.
Danyo-san, no fear.
Yeah, it like there's like there's this like group that thinks they're like the Cobra Kai.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
totally,
Like
right.
it's just it does. It feels like that. Like it's just like a lot of machismo and testosterone in
Well,
one
and
building.
now you got a whole new wave of young, up-and-coming loud guys.
Podcasters,
You
yeah.
know, right.
So who would be like the 5 or like the 4 guys? That would be like the up and
Well,
comer.
it depends. Do you
want
want to do like the older guys or the?
Yeah,
or
you got to
the,
have like the star. That'd
well,
be
you
like,
got to get like Chris Russo, right? Like he's like the old. He's like
he's
the guy.
OG.
Good afternoon, everybody.
He's
He's
the
the
OG.
old guy who's like back in my day.
Right, he's
I
the
feel
OG
like
of the whole thing.
Mike Francesa would be great.
Well, he's not doing
Mike
anything.
Francesa would
He's
fall
not working.
asleep.
Right.
Oh, do not start.
He's not working
He is the
anymore.
Pope. He is the Godfather.
Right,
but he's
he would
not
fall
working.
asleep.
He does a podcast, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
Dude, you put him on Radio
He
Row,
does.
he'll fall asleep.
By the way,
No,
when,
it's true.
when I
Stop.
saw him at Radio Row one
What
year,
are
and
you sticking up for your boy Sid by going after Mike?
No, not at all. I'm just saying. that
No,
Mike
actually,
falls
they get
asleep.
along.
Oh,
really
now
well.
they do get along?
Yeah,
I thought they always did.
No, there was a little turmoil. I'm sorry, Linz. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say when I saw Mike Francesa on Radio Row at the Super Bowl when it was in Minnesota, and I met Mike Francesa because I wanted to take a picture with him.
Right.
And he's like, "Where do you work?" And I was like, "Yahoo." And he was like, "Oh yeah, they're owned by Verizon." Yeah, I lost a lot of money in that stock. And I was like, okay. He's like, their stock's not doing so good lately. I lost a lot of money.
Stock,
yeah.
All right.
I was like,
Come
oh,
here, sweetheart.
cool.
Let's take a picture.
And he didn't fall asleep on you?
Will
He
you
didn't.
stop?
It was
Well, he
only like a
falls asleep
minute.
a lot.
He fell asleep once.
Although I will say this, when I worked mornings back before, in another city, I would like take a nap during his show. Like when I'd get home from work.
You're talking about when he was solo, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just.
It was later on.
It was
I
always
think
nap time. I'd start like about 30 minutes in. I'd be like,
Oh, dude. it
Oh,
was-
let me
it
circle
was like
all the way
watching
back
old
if I
people-
can for a second. I was going somewhere.
oh
where
yeah.
were
So
you?
anyway.
Where were
So
you
then
going?
our friend from the Circle of Trust, Beto 1099,
Yeah.
tweeted out his Netflix documentary,
Yeah.
which would be The Kicker. And he featured a video
Oh, yeah.
of Scott Kaplan as a San Diego Charger, which must have been preseason,
Yeah.
kicking a field goal.
Well, missing a field goal.
Missing a
missed
field
it?
goal. Look at the video.
I didn't see that. I
didn't
just
see
saw
the
him.
video?
I didn't see the video.
You
I
didn't
didn't
see the video?
I didn't see the kick.
Yeah. it was,
I just saw you walking around.
Yeah, I was just walking there like, oh, man, that sucks.
And who was the coach at the time? Marty Schottenheimer?
No, Bobby Ross.
was Bobby
Oh,
Ross.
Bobby Ross,
Boss
Georgia
Ross.
Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby
And our
Ross.
Then
owner,
Detroit
Sam.
Lions. Was Detroit Lions afterwards, right?
Yeah, I think he went to Lions after. I
Yeah.
think Chargers was his first
Right.
job in the
Basically,
NFL.
Barry Sanders quit on him. He's like, I don't want to play for this guy
I
anymore.
don't think so. I don't. Did Bobby?
Yeah, Barry.
did Bobby-
That's when Barry was out. Because I
Really?
just saw the Barry documentary
Oh,
not
you
too
did?
long ago.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
haven't seen
good?
yet.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's not bad. It's fine.
Where do you think Beto 1099 came up with that video?
I don't know where he got it. But
Dude, good for him.
The same place that he found horse stables or stable wars.
Yeah, that's true. The audience,
Nothing worse than the horse.
the audience on this show
Yeah.
is as creative an audience as I've ever been around at any stop in my entire career in doing this for 20-something years.
Oh, really?
They find, I mean, they are really creative. From Beto's 1099 to Casper Villa
Well,
to
how about Grant in
Granton in
LA?
LA.
Grant in
The
LA
thing he did yesterday.
He was
with,
amazing.
Oh, the
like,
magazine cover?
That
That was
People
awesome.
magazine or whatever he did
Yeah.
was hilarious.
That was awesome.
If you're not in the Sedano and Cap Circle of Trust community on Twitter,
wrong with you? What's your problem?
You really are missing out on hilarity every
how do
night.
you do it?
Oh, you go to Twitter and you go to the communities, or X or whatever they call it now. And you go to the community section, and then just in the search bar, you type in Sedano and Cap.
Our
they call
owner
it-
Sam Pines is looking into how we can make that the pre-roll when you open up the app. The video of you missing the kick.
You know, the legendary Charlie Jones, if you remember that
Oh,
name.
Bob Trumpy and Charlie Jones,
Yeah.
a favorite, broadcast
Yeah,
crew of mine.
Charlie Jones was on the play-by-play, and Dan Fouts was on the color commentary. And you can hear Dan Fouts when the ball misses. He goes, "Oh," because he knows it's like
Immediately.
Right? He's like, "Here's this kid.
Yeah.
He's like a little kid.
Yeah.
Right? He's out there in this game. It's like a 52-yard field goal.
52?
off the baseball dirt. Now, these are back in the old days
yeah.
when there was baseball dirt on the
Right.
field, and that was a very hard
Oh,
surface
no.
to deal with.
It had to be impossible.
Yeah, because you would slip all over the baseball
Now,
dirt.
did you slip, like your plant foot slipped?
Yeah, but what happened is I kicked the ball.
Right.
And I hit it so well that I thought that I mishit it. Like, and I'm like looking like, and I can't see where's the ball. I'm like, oh no, did you just shank that ball? It's like 5 feet off the ground. And one of my college teammates was playing for the New England Patriots, who the game was against, and he is grabbing me. His name was Vernon Lewis. He was like a second-round draft choice defensive back. And he goes, and he's holding me. He's going, it's going. I'm like, where? I can't see it. Where is it? And then the whole crowd, you could hear the crowd go, oh. You know? That put me in Bill Parcells' office later that year, by the way.
Really?
Missing that kick.
Why?
Because later in the year, they had another guy who was a rookie, and he was having a horrible year.
Right, he
So
goes, hey, look at this guy.
They
You-
brought me-
you
no,
can't kick any worse than this guy?
No, they brought me. They brought me up to New England, and they had me work out. And then Parcells says to me, he goes, well, you know, you had a really nice workout. He goes, but I'm not replacing one rookie kicker with another rookie kicker. Go home. And that's what happened.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did he give you a horse tip?
He did not give me a horse tip at the time. At that time, I wasn't into horse racing yet.
Yeah,
you know?
the horses.
The horse.
Yeah.
Right.
Did he say horse or horse?
By the way, Taste Test Tuesday is coming up next.
Wait, where the hell's the pizza?
Yeah, where is
I
the
don't know.
pie?
Hey, look, man.
What happened
It's
to the...
been like an hour. You said it was going to be
I
30
called him.
minutes.
$60.
I called them, and the dude said that he was on 2 other deliveries, the driver.
Bro,
And
he
I
said
told him-
30
I told him,
minutes.
I was like, okay,
Remember?
man.
what
Yeah,
was
you're
it?
gonna have to hit it. You gotta hit it.
You got
Hit
to
it.
tap it.
You gotta
on,
tap
Big T.
harder, man.
Can we get a microphone that works
No,
for
we
this
can't.
kid?
We can't get one. No, we
well, it's
can't
not
get
just
one.
for him. It's that whole
I'm
position.
just saying.
It's
I don't care about the other shows. I care about him.
Let me tell you something. This is the radio station. We don't use cough buttons. We cough on the air, and we have to tap the mic.
Right.
How is he
here's
ever going to win Associate Producer of the Year with a mic like
Well,
that?
they all have the same mic. And here's what you want to
good
help
point.
us? Tell 10 of your friends. And then let us know the 10 friends on Twitter in the Sedano and Cap Circle of Trust. Tell 10 friends about Sedano and Cappy. Because then we'll make more money, and then we could replace, not us personally.
We're making money on the community?
But no, the radio
Oh,
station.
I was just
we
gonna
get
say,
more listeners, more
where the hell's
engagement,
my
more
money
people
if
to
that's
call
the case?
after Gap. Hello. More people to use Prize Picks.
Or they
more
go to
people
my home away from home.
Exactly right.
LAX at Los Angeles International Airport. Changes are arriving daily to help transform the travel experience. The LAX economy parking structure is now open with thousands, Cappy, thousands of smart parking spaces. I mean, even you can use the smart parking spaces. As well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding. Who doesn't want to get to their flight faster? Come on. And here's the deal. When your friends and family come to visit, they'll have a new facility with all major rental car brands under one roof. I've toured the whole place. I've toured that rental car facility. It is badass, okay? And soon, this is the kicker.
I heard what you did there.
Yeah.
That was very sharp.
The kicker.
See, another masterclass.
Yeah. Soon, the People Mover train will connect it all. It'll connect your friends and family to the rental car facility, you to the terminals, and you, the local person, to LA Metro, that station right on Century. You don't even need a car to go to LAX anymore once that People Mover train is ready to roll. That horseshoe is going to be much easier to get around when you're picking people up, too. At LAX, changes arriving daily to reduce traffic, as I just mentioned, save guests time, as I just mentioned as well, and transform the travel experience. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforming-LAX. That's flylax.com/transforming-LAX.
your income, our experienced loan technicians will turn over every rock to get you the funds you need to pay off credit card debt, make an investment, or just have a source of cash in case of future emergencies. So if you want a loan company to fight for you, go to theloanexchange.com or call 1-855-752-9944 now. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's 1-855-752-9944 or theloanexchange.com.
This spring, get in and get away with a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. And as always, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty and 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. So hurry in today because these great deals won't last. Add more joy to every journey at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Going on now. Visit buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today.
What up? Matt Barnes here. You guys know if I'm going to team up with anybody, they gotta be real. So that's why I'm excited to be teaming up with my man, Uncle Artie. He's the only guy I trust to call if I'm in a jam.
Call us at 844-DIAL-UNC, or you can slide into my DM at uncle.artie. I will reply.
So if you're injured, had an accident, or your attorney isn't acting right, trust me in UNC and call 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. Or hit him in the DM at uncle.artie.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked top 1% in the nation and #1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Orthopedics and spine, it's all we do. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hello, I'm Greg Figueroa.
And I'm David Figueroa. Over 30 years ago, my brother Greg and I set out on a mission to offer the world a better hot sauce.
That's right, David. We made Melinda's thicker, hotter, and better than ordinary hot sauces.
And now we have 32 exciting and delicious sauces that hot sauce fans are obsessed with, like our ghost pepper sauce, our Thai sweet chili, and our best-selling black truffle hot sauce.
Melinda's also has 5 spicy ketchups made with real sugar and no added junk like high fructose corn syrup. People ask David and I, what makes Melinda so good? That's easy. We think like chefs do. Instead of burning someone with hot peppers and vinegar, we use fresh plant-based ingredients and the finest chili peppers perfectly blended to set your mouth on flavor.
Go to melindas.com to find our line of craft condiments at Walmart and other fine retailers. And right now, get 20% off our award-winning sauces with code SPORTS at melindas.com. That's melindas.com. melindas.com.
Oh, yeah, you know producer D.
Oh, Timmy T.
524 in the Southland on a live Imaging Tuesday. Sedano and Cappy. On this day in 1991, the #1 hit. Timmy T, One More Try.
One more try.
Oh, Cappy.
I didn't know how much I loved you.
Come on, Christopher.
One more try. Let me put my
Was that on the air or no?
arms around you.
Oh, we have got breaking. Well, just say it, Wins.
Breaking Pizzagate news.
Dun, dun, dun. We are reporting live from San Diego. Scott Kaplan on the Cappy Cast.
We should probably not call it Pizzagate just for future reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's breaking pizza situation news.
Yeah.
Bram, come tell us what happened when you went to go get the pizza from downstairs.
All right, so apparently the contact number was wrong, so the guy didn't have the right contact number. They couldn't accept the pizza in the lobby, and he just left.
He took the Zal with him?
And he's got Cappy's $60 too.
Is he putting Cappy's money to sleep?
I have no idea. The pizza, no sight of the pizza guy downstairs.
What
This
number happened?
Well, we need to call them back and be like, hey, you need to refund the money at this point.
Refund the money?
Dude, I could have gone to Yard House like 3 hours ago.
It's insane.
Graham looks very distraught.
Well, I'm distraught. I was looking for a little Zal pregame.
Me too. And Big D feels really bad because, I mean, it's really ultimately his fault.
He did call them. He did call them.
I kind of have to say, D, which number did you give?
How hard is it to order pizza?
That's all I did. I gave him.
Tap the mic. Hit the mic. Hit the mic.
You gave him your phone number?
Yes, I said my number is 760.
Don't know
Blah, 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 blah.
And they never called?
Never called. And I called him back.
He did call like last break.
And then the guy was like, yeah, they're on their way. They went to 2 other deliveries. And I said, okay.
You should call them now.
Yeah.
Okay.
and tell them, listen, you've got a hungry boy team over here.
I'm calling Beto right now, dude. This is his squad.
Oh, this is his squad?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So you recommended let's go to Brazos, Beto and stuff like that.
Right.
And I called. And then,
Brazos. See, this is what happens.
Well, I thought
You're
it was
obsessed
good.
with this damn Brazos.
It sounded like the guy may have stopped too long at the Green Cross. Maybe DeAndre suggested.
You love this Brazos, and
Well,
look
I
what
only
this.
had it once, and it was so good.
Yo, you're on the air. We ordered pizza from your spot, and they didn't bring the pizza. Like the guy showed up here. They wouldn't accept the pizza after it took an hour to get here, and then we didn't get our pizza. And they stole Cappy's $60.
They're putting Cappy's money to sleep.
No. Yeah.
True, Beto.
What are we gonna
He's
do here?
speechless.
We can't go to your squad like that anymore.
One more try.
We got to have a Brazo boycott.
Beto, fix it.
Wow.
Lindsay says you have to fix it.
Okay.
You know what the worst part
Who
is? Is that Graham came in. Graham came in right now, and he's all like, "Yeah, the guy."
Oh, Beto hung up. He's gonna fix it.
Oh no, he's calling.
He's going to take care of this.
So Graham came in. He was all, the guy really didn't give an effort to the security guard. He said that he didn't get a number and all that. He just left. So he wasn't really putting an effort to
Here's
give
what
us
we
the
do.
pizza.
I'm going to tell you
This
what
is
we
a
do.
national outrage.
Yeah.
And these people at Brazos, they better figure out how to make this good quick because we got a big blowtorch here at 7:10 a.m.
Well,
You should call them on the
We
air.
will bring their business to a halt.
I'll tell you right now, though. Here's what we do. We go down there a little bit later on
Disrespecting
tonight.
Scott Kaplan
Right.
like this?
We go down there, right? And I come walking in.
Only
This
we
is
can do
such
that.
bleepery. And I'm like, hi, hey, so I ordered a pizza earlier today, and I know that you guys tried to bring it, and then they look at me and they're like, middle-aged white guy, kick his freaking ass, right? Like they don't look at me like they're gonna I'm gonna do something, right? And then I go, but it wasn't really me who ordered the pizza. It was this guy. And then here comes Big D.
Right.
Walking in.
Yeah.
And Big D comes in, all 6'2",
Swole.
225 pounds of him, twisted steel and sex appeal.
People
right?
thought he was Kirk Morrison at the Mandy's.
Yeah, right. He comes
Thought he was a
walking in.
linebacker who played for the Raiders.
You guys thought it was me. You guys could take advantage of me, huh? You thought you could take advantage of me. What about this guy? And then they see Big D and they're like, oh, okay, we're sorry. We'll get you those 2 pizzas. Right? We need to do that tonight.
I want to give him a call right now, actually.
No, this is an outrage. But we are hungry, which means it's perfect time
I was going to say.
for
you're
Taste
hungry.
Test Tuesday. We need some taste. We're going to have to work on that for next music. We need music that's like.
Can we start doing stuff more than chips, though?
More than chips?
How
Yeah.
about we get pizza?
Remember
Yeah.
that times, though, we got Funches and he brought in like the dried squid or something.
Dried
Yeah, it was
squid.
gross.
Yeah.
You guys are willing to try.
Well, here, get on mic. Get on mic.
Well, I'm just saying, like it's.
No, not one more try. That's fine for now.
What do you got, baseball?
I was going to buy some.
Wait, I don't think her mic's on.
I was going to buy.
It's not potted up. Just give us a second, okay? We got a lot going on.
All right, let's see what you got,
I
baseball.
was going to do those tequila worm suckers, but I didn't think anyone would want them.
Cappy's nickname is Worm Sucker.
I was thinking about maybe not anybody here, maybe some others. All right, what do we got here, Lindsay Baseball?
These are ribeye steak lays.
Oh,
okay.
ribeye steak.
That might
lays.
taste good.
That might taste good. I had a beautiful ribeye last night.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Where
I
were
cooked
you?
it on the
Had one on
Blackstone.
Sunday.
Oh yeah.
I did it different because I didn't feel like doing the barbecue and everything, so I did a different theory, and it worked out well.
I did a tri-tip last night that was out of this world.
You cook it?
Yeah.
You can as you hold the chip to your nose, you can smell
the
the ribeye.
steak. It's not good though.
Ooh, it doesn't smell good at all.
Smells like a
and
ribeye.
It
No,
tastes
doesn't
very
smell good.
average.
It doesn't smell good.
You know what? I'm not hating it.
It tastes very average.
Let me tell you guys something. You almost didn't see me today.
Really?
Hell no.
No good?
No.
Maybe I'm just a
it tastes
meat
very
man.
average. It smells terrible and it tastes very average.
It tastes more like au jus than steak.
I'll give some
Hey,
to
watch it,
DeAndre.
will you?
Au jus, the
I can't believe we didn't
Oh.
get pizza and I just ate that crappy chip.
I don't think that's a good trip. It's not a good chip.
Well, at 6 o'clock, we're taking our Sunday Swagger winners here
Nice.
to
Nick so.
to Mikey and his wife Amanda, his lovely wife, who are
Hi,
coming to the
Mikey.
Kings game.
Hello,
tonight.
Mikey and Amanda.
They're from Long Beach. We're
Are
gonna
you
take them
okay?
in. Well, now it's the drip, as you say.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes with other things they say the drip's the best part. Not in this case.
Okay.
It's got a strong aftertaste.
Yeah.
You're going to choke.
No, I'm fine.
It's not good.
Hit that Pepsi.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now.
Yeah.
This close. You
That's
see
a
what I'm
lot of
saying right here?
ASMR in one segment. Just saying.
This right here. This I'm holding my fingers apart. For
Yeah.
everybody that's watching on YouTube, a half an inch.
Right.
You were a half an inch, George Sedano. 1/2 of 1 inch from never seeing me again.
Why is that?
Because last night I had a near catastrophe.
A near-death experience?
Correct.
Well, how about we talk about that after Radio Tinder? But first, tell us about your friends at California Cryobank.
Okay, so let me talk to all the young guys out there. Hey, guys, 19 years old to 38 years old. That's the age range we're looking for here, okay? 19 to 38. You guys, if you are healthy, if you have the ability to work in Los Estados Unidos, okay, you can make up to $1,500 a month with the cryobank, the California Cryobank, okay? So look, let me be very clear here what I'm talking about. We're looking for sperm donors, guys, okay? You're 19 to 38, you're young, you're healthy, you can work in the U.S. Can you donate spermazoa? Okay? What? I mean, I know it's kind of
That's the medical term.
Right, I know it's kind of a funny thing to talk about on the radio, but there are people out there that are in need of this so that they can live out their dreams and they can start a family, okay? And when the sperm bank people came here to the radio station, there were these two ladies. And I said to the ladies, I go, do you mind if I say to everybody, you might as well get paid for what you're doing at home on your private time by yourself anyway? And they were like, no, that's fine. We think that's funny. Listen, I asked one question when they were here. How much money can a donor make? That's all I cared about. Because, George, we go places, we see all the guys in our group, in our audience, right? Hey, you're out there working hard, man. You guys are out, it's expensive AF to live in Southern California. I'm telling you that you can earn $1,500 a month by being a sperm donor. Dude, you're going to do that. Go to spermbank.com. That's it, spermbank.com, and help families live out their dreams, and you make some money at spermbank.com.
25 minutes in front of 6 o'clock.
By the way, Beto also messaged the pizza people. While you spoke to them, he spoke to them. They got pressure from multiple sides, apparently.
The question really comes down to, is the pizza going to be here before 6 p.m. when we hand off to the NCAA basketball tournament tonight?
He said that he'll be here.
Give me a little taste of that El Giro, though.
He said he'll be there within 6 or 7 minutes.
6 to 7 minutes.
He literally exact time.
So get Graham, have Graham like literally wait downstairs right now.
Yeah, you scumbag.
The first time it was, he'll be here within 6
Graham,
to 7
just go
minutes.
downstairs right now. Like seriously, I am starving. My head hurts.
Graham going downstairs sooner isn't going to make the pizza come sooner.
Well, no, because I don't want him leaving again.
He's in delivery mode.
I don't want him leaving again.
Radio Tinder time.
I'm hangry now.
We like to play a TV theme. This song is the theme song from the TV show Moonlighting.
Oh,
you know who
Bruce
starred in
Willis.
Moonlighting? Yes.
Bruce Willis. So sad, Bruce Willis.
A
right
big
now.
hit show which made him a big
Sybil
star
Shepherd.
before he became a movie star.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis turned 69 years old.
I'll tell you, man, it's unfortunate. It really is.
I really feel terrible about what's
I
happening
know,
to him.
I know. I see Demi Moore puts out like content like, hey,
Yeah.
this is what Bruce is now. And it's just sad because he was an action adventure superstar.
Oh, 100%. Plus, maybe the biggest movie he was ever part of, outside of being an action star, was Sixth Sense, remember?
Yeah.
That movie was huge
I see
to a
dead
whole
people.
new audience.
Yeah.
My first movie seeing him was that, not Die Hard.
Sixth Sense, really?
Yeah, and then I went back as I got older. Anyway, you can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter, Instagram. Don't forget about our sponsor, Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala, founded in the city of Downey, just like me.
Like you.
Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. By the way, my favorite
fire
Bruce
today.
Willis movie.
Yeah, you have to have energy when you're
on
an afternoon
fire.
drive.
In fuego.
Hey, Cappy.
Fuck us.
My favorite Bruce Willis movie, The Jackal.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a great
What
movie.
was the one
Richard
with-
Gere.
What was the one with him and Sarah Jessica Parker where he's like this cop on the rivers of Pittsburgh? I'm trying to remember what the name of that one was.
Oh, I do remember that movie,
Yeah.
but I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Jackal. I'm going to watch that again. It's a great movie.
We found you on the rivers of Pittsburgh
That's where I was.
and on the wings of love. Meanwhile, take it away, producer Lindsay.
All right, so a woman has sparked a furious debate about who is in the wrong after a video emerged of her telling a couple with a crying baby to leave the bar they were all in. Here is a little clip of her little tirade.
Get your kid out of the bar. Get your kid out of the bar. You have a baby in a bar. You're 22. Get out. I'm 27. And get your baby out of a bar.
So,
I've seen this.
Do babies belong in bars? Swipe left or swipe right, George?
Okay, first of all, so was it the owner of the bar?
No, it was just a patron.
Oh.
Just a lady.
I would agree. A baby doesn't belong if it's just like a bar, right? It's not a
Yep, it was a
restaurant.
bar, not a
yeah,
restaurant.
I'm kind of with the lady. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I've seen this video, and the lady sounds kind of drunk.
She sure does.
And but her
doesn't mean she's not making sense.
No, but that's right. Her point is right
Both
on.
things can be true.
Her
Correct.
point is right on. Listen, people, if you are in a bar and your baby is sound asleep, all good, no problem. But if you're in a bar and your baby is screaming hysterically,
go outside.
Take your baby outside.
Yeah.
Right. Like I was in a restaurant the other day that was an adult restaurant. I wasn't in Chuck E. freaking Cheese. You feel me? Okay. I'm in an adult
Oh,
restaurant.
here we go. You know, Rachel was not happy with whatever happened with this child.
It wasn't Rachel. We were with another couple, and there was a screaming baby.
Right.
And this is an adult restaurant, not a Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
And this
What is
woman-
an adult restaurant?
Meaning like it's kind of a fancy restaurant. You know what I mean? Like there weren't.
Well, they're
kids.
not allowed. Children aren't
No,
allowed in
but-
there.
But it's
Did he say horse or horse?
But there are restaurants where you take your children. And then there are other restaurants where you're like, hey, if my kids are really, really well behaved in
Yeah.
this sort of an environment,
Right.
no problem.
Okay.
But this was a screaming baby.
Yeah.
And listen, if you have a screaming baby, I had 4 kids.
Yeah,
I've been
you gotta
there.
go outside.
You have to take the baby outside.
Yeah.
You have
Well,
to
first
be
of all, you want
polite
to calm the baby down.
But you also should be polite to
Sure,
other people.
no question.
You should not have a screaming baby in a bar. And while that woman came off drunk and sounding stupid, her point was right on.
Yeah. Swipe right. By the way,
Did he say
Radio
horse
Tinder-
or horse?
Radio Tinder
the
is
wrong
presented
thing.
by Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala. Award-winning small batch premium sippy tequila made from the finest mature agaves. Available everywhere fine tequilas are sold. Visit their website, tequilamandala.com, and demand the extraordinary with Tequila Mandala. Maybe she was having Tequila Mandala.
Anybody card that baby? How could that baby even get into the
That's
bar?
a fair point,
I mean,
right?
Lil Cappy gets arrested, and this baby can just do whatever he wants.
Graham, by the way, is headed down to get the pizza.
All right, go get it, Graham.
Good luck, Graham. Godspeed.
And don't take no crap from no pizza delivery guy,
Yes,
Graham.
seriously, Graham. You better fight for that damn
Right.
pizza.
I mean, puff your chest out. Peacock.
Go ahead, Linz.
All right, so I saw this story in the Wall Street Journal about how now retailers are seizing on cell phone data and other like cell phone analytics to pinpoint the best potential locations. And they had a story about this Untuckit store, and they originally had planned it in one mall, and then they looked at all the data from people's cell phones in the area and thought, yeah, that's probably not going to be best for business. So I thought that was really interesting that like companies are doing that now to figure out where they're going to have actual stores. But you know what? I never go to the mall anymore. In fact, I haven't been to the mall in probably like 2 years out here in California.
I
where
love
live.
going to the mall.
Well, I was going to ask, like, when's the last time you've been to the mall?
Was
Can
just
you
there.
remember?
I don't know when did I cut my hair last? A couple of weeks
I don't
ago.
know.
I wasn't on my calendar.
I'll start logging in
a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I
So
just
what-
love the mall, baby. I was there.
went 3 weeks ago to get cologne.
Tell me what the last thing you bought at the mall is. Start with
Cologne.
you, George. Okay, Chris is cologne.
I bought sneakers.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Well, what does that mean?
Because George is always, like, George is a mall guy. Like, he's buying sneakers, he's buying suits,
Well, I
he's
like-
sending us
I like to
selfies.
try a sneaker on.
I like to
before
press the flesh and touch
see
the
how
feels.
it feels.
I know what
you know?
I'm saying. See, I, on the other hand, if I find, like, Express, I want to buy, like, some pants or something, I'll buy, like, the 2 sizes that I might wear, and I will try them
And
on
you
at
just
home
return
and send,
the other one?
Yeah, and send the other one
that's
back.
such a pain in the ass.
No, it's not. Nowadays, you get everything the next day anyway.
Ugh.
I feel like it's more of a pain in the ass going to the mall.
I have not
Who wants
been to the
go
mall in the longest
Well, there's
time.
also a thing about like just human interaction. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I don't know.
But I just
deal
can't even
without it.
remember.
You know what? I'll tell you what. The last time I was in a mall,
God, it still smells like that.
It does. I'm
chips.
noticing
I
it
know
right
the
now,
smell
right?
from those chips.
The aftertaste is
Horrible.
terrible.
They're in the garbage. I threw them away.
Oh, here's a couple over here.
Yeah.
The last time I was at the mall,
Ugh.
a friend of mine asked me to meet him at a cheesecake factory that was attached to the mall.
Okay.
Don't hate on the Cheesecake Factory.
I'm not hating.
It's good
Well,
cheesecake.
a lot of the big cheesecake factories in Southern California are malls.
Right. I
Yeah.
never walked into
I mean, they're
the
pretty
mall.
much all like attached
No,
to
not
the
the
mall.
one in the marina.
That is true.
That's
Okay.
right where
pretty
I lived.
much.
That actually is one of the few standalone cheesecake factories.
That's a
actually.
great,
So
great
anyway, you went to the
Factory.
Cheesecake
I
Factory.
Sorry,
never
Cap.
went into the mall.
No, you just went
I
into
went
the cheesecake
right
factory.
into the Cheesecake Factory. I'm
Right.
like, I'm
Well,
in
they
this
have an
big-ass
entrance, yeah,
mall,
yeah.
but I never went into the mall.
Right.
I can't remember in fact, the last time I was in a mall was probably about 4 years ago, and I bought a Baltimore
That was COVID,
Orioles
so probably not.
baseball hat.
Let's go to Del Amo Mall.
Maybe it was 5 years ago.
The malls are
So
still
was it
open, weren't they?
pre-COVID or post-COVID, Cappy?
I want to say probably I don't know.
Pre?
Maybe it was pre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, but San Diego County and Orange County, the malls, did they ever shut down? Maybe for like a month.
Yeah, Cappy,
know.
you
Yeah.
go to Frida at Del Amo Mall.
Yeah, Frida.
Cougar's there for you, buddy.
And there's
yeah?
one next to the Cerritos Mall, and that Frida's popping too.
yeah,
What's
Cougars.
going on in Frida?
Cougars,
Great
man.
Mexican cuisine.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
Maybe I'll go there tomorrow.
I saw something the other day that, remember we were talking about fights in the malls? The mall in Long Beach closed for the entire day. I think it was like Saturday or Friday because there was kids fighting in the mall and they couldn't break it up.
Well, look, Del Amo Mall just
Del
passed
Amo
that
Mall
road.
had something
Right.
like that
yeah,
very similar.
yeah. Like they just closed the mall. Like, sorry, everybody go home for the day. We're done. Sorry, party's over.
Yeah, you guys are ruining my experience here at the mall. I want to get an orange Julius, and I got a bunch of kids here beating the hell out of each other.
It smells like somebody cooked a roast in here.
It's gross.
I know it is. I mean, I want to go to Sabaro here and get one of
Sbarro!
those. Get one of
What'd
those.
you say?
There's one at
Sbarro,
7th and
Sbarro,
Fig.
I
That
don't
was
know.
that day that I went over to get that slice.
Yeah, they got that. They have like the.
And that's when
little-
Sedano had to turn around. He called me in a panic.
Oh right.
And then you got mad.
Well, then he quit. At least he quit that day.
No, he did it from home.
They have the sausages that look like little rabbit duties.
I mean, it almost happened to you.
What?
Rabbit duties.
Yeah, like you ever seen a rabbit duty?
No, I haven't actually. No.
I haven't either. Can't
They're
say
like
I
little
have.
pellets, you know.
It really stinks in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that happening?
It's the chips.
Why is it so effervescent?
I'll take the garbage can and leave it out in the hallway, okay?
Seriously.
I just
What's
threw-
in those chips that it's becoming like that?
It's
I don't know, but you ate those.
So did
Ribeye
you.
I know.
steak.
Think about what's going to happen to you later.
Your insides.
I can't read the directions or the ingredients because it's all in Chinese.
It's in Chinese.
Yes.
It's not Japanese.
Taiwanese.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Any more?
That's it for Radio Tinder.
Alrighty then. Cappy, I'm sure you have a great dealer's choice about how you almost died yesterday.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This whole show and this whole circle of trust, half an inch from losing your boy Cappy here yesterday.
Yeah.
Half an inch.
amnesia.
That's okay. I got Mike Trudell on speed dial.
Okay. Oh, so you're gonna get Beto upset with you because Beto thinks he's up next, and now you're gonna have Beto.
Hey,
mad at
Beto
you.
got us our potentially got us our pie, along with DeAndre.
Well, for the amount of money you want, we could actually do two. We could call it STB. Sedano, Trudell, and Beto in the afternoon. STB is on.
Yeah, and be like, I've got an STB. I met this girl last week, and now I've got this STB.
Have you told your friends about STB in the afternoon?
There's medicine for STB. You almost lost me.
Almost. We'll find out how close
And
we were.
the publicity picture could be like Sedano and Cappy holding Trudell like a baby.
Parents, speaking of babies, all right, parents, we all want what's best for our kids, right? How about choosing a dentist? We know that can be challenging because kids just don't love the dentist. Well, most people don't. But I got the place for you. Children's Dental Fun Zone. It's got fun in the name. Someone your child can trust, enjoy going to the dentist with. Let me tell you about my friends at Children's Dental Fun Zone. I'll be there tomorrow, actually. They got 17 locations across Southern California to choose from. So all over town, they blanket the town. You can take your kids to Children's Dental Fun Zone where they specialize in children's dentistry and orthodontics with state-of-the-art equipment and personal attention your kids deserve. Children's Dental Fun Zone offers movies, iPads, and toys for your kids to play with. So, of course, they're going to have a blast. Again, fun is in the name. Children's Dental Fun Zone. For the parents now, listen up. They accept Medi-Cal, PPO, and HMO insurance plans. To book your child's next appointment at Children's Dental Fun Zone, go to their website, cdfzone.com. Get it? Children's Dental Fun Zone. cdfzone.com or call them at 800-717-KIDS. That's 800-717-KIDS.
Stop complaining. 9 minutes in front of 6 o'clock. Coming up at the top of the hour, we've got Colorado State, Virginia. The first four.
The Who's.
The Who's. NCAA basketball right here on 710 ESPN. Final segment. This is our final segment, Music Happy. And we've got Dealer's Choice in a minute. If you stop complaining, because you know what you are? You are a gutless scumbag, sucker. Hit the post for it.
Very nice. Really good job.
I didn't know for sure if I was going to do
You
it.
extended gutless scumbag.
Well, I had
sucker.
to. I needed that extra
I
pause
know.
in there.
I know you did. I know you did.
I mean, the sucker made it close.
Right.
Yeah, the sucker brought us closer.
Yeah.
All right, so what happened yesterday?
So let me tell you guys what happened to me yesterday.
Dealer's Choice right now.
Right. So
on STB.
STB.
I almost burned it all down yesterday.
Oh.
I almost burned it all down.
Wow.
So I got this grill, I got this barbecue.
And now, is it a barbecue or a grill?
Aren't they the same? No, barbecue and grills are not the same.
No, I feel like a barbecue has coals.
Okay.
Right? Like, like
or
charcoal.
propane or gas,
Yeah, I feel like a grill has propane and
Oh,
gas.
so you're saying a barbecue is coals.
It's like old school with coal.
Charcoal
Oh, really?
briquette.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a grill. It's a grill.
Right.
It's a grill. It's got propane.
Right.
Doesn't have any charcoal in it.
Right.
Okay. You're not using lighter fluid.
Right.
You're not at a park. Okay.
Well, no, you could still do that at your house.
Okay. I'm just saying. It's got a propane tank.
All right, so you almost died
So
because...
I turn the propane tank on.
Yeah.
Right. And then I turn on the grill things.
The knobs.
The knob thingies.
Yeah.
Right. And then I go to push the igniter.
Right.
Now the igniter goes like this. Tick, 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 tick. Right. Right. So I go to push the igniter.
And it's not going.
No igniting.
So you know what you do? What happens then?
Oh, you went and got like a...
But you let the gas keep going.
Yeah.
You
so
didn't turn
got
the
a
knobs
lighter.
down.
You got a lighter.
So I got a lighter. I got one.
Is the lid open or
Yeah,
closed?
lid's open.
Lid's open.
Yeah. So I got a lighter.
Yeah.
And
How
it's
big of a lighter?
It's like
Is
one
one
of
the long ones?
The long ones
Yeah,
that
yeah.
has like the flexible.
Yeah. A little
sort of deal.
extender.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And at this point, have you turned the gas off or it's still going?
Gas is still flowing.
Okay.
Like full blast?
Yeah, as high as it can go.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I take the lighter and I stick it down in the hole.
Right. You don't have to go that far because there's gas coming out.
Also, so they're turned up on high?
Right.
Yeah,
Even though when you're taught how to light a barbecue or grill,
Right.
at the age
You're
of
supposed
10,
to kind of put it lower.
you
yeah.
go low.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like when you light it with the igniter and it goes tick 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 tick.
Right. But if it goes tick, 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 and it doesn't light up, what you need to do is, to Chris's point, lower the gas.
Okay.
Or just turn it off for a few seconds.
Right. Oh, right. You could reset the whole thing. But even if you wanted to do what you were going to do, you lower the gas.
Right.
So that way, you keep your eyebrows afterwards.
Well, so here's what happens.
Propane's a powerful fuel.
Okay, so here's what happens. So now I got all three of the
burners on
knobs
high.
As
Oh
high
my
as
God.
they can
Oh
go.
my God.
As high as they can go. So I take this Bic.
Right.
I got this Bic freaking lighter.
Long
with-
extender,
With the
right.
with the the flexible flaccidity
Yeah.
sort of thing, right?
Flaccidity,
You know?
yes.
And I stick it down there.
Good description.
Right? Stick it down in there.
Stick it in there, yeah.
And I go to light it.
Yeah.
Okay? And then all of a sudden the
Kaboom.
grill goes boom. Right? And I mean big ass giant flame, dude.
Right. You
Jumps
saw
out
your
of this
life
thing.
flash before your eyes.
Okay. And I
And
like,
at this point, your ears are probably ringing a little because that's a big.
oh dude, it was very big. And like this
The
orange,
windows probably shook a little bit.
The orange, like giant flame jumped out of the grill.
What is wrong with you?
Okay, right? So
You've never cooked before?
No, I have, but I don't know what the deal was. I just didn't think I needed to light the grill. I was going to do a tri-tip. If I didn't get the grill lit up, I wasn't going to be able to cook this tri-tip.
Right.
So, and I got my daughter and her friends are home from spring break, so I'm going to feed the whole family.
Yeah.
So I back up, right? Whoosh.
Yeah.
This thing comes flying at me, I back up, and I'm like, okay, well, I've still got cat-like reflexes. I can move pretty fast, as a matter of fact. And nothing happened.
Right.
Thank God, because that thing could have gotten a hold of me,
Yeah.
and then it could have burned me down, right? Well,
Yes.
I walk inside the house, right? I walk inside, and there is a smell. There's this smell. I'm like, what the hell stinks?
Ribeye Lay's chips?
No, it was way worse than that.
Oh.
Way worse, right?
Your eyebrows.
I look down at my arm.
Your hair on your
yeah.
arms.
Dude, I look down at my right arm. Every hair on my arm
On fire.
is charred.
Yeah.
And I am starting to take my arm and I'm like rubbing it off, right? And you can
And it smells like popcorn.
Oh yeah. Dude, look at my arms.
Yeah.
Look at my arms.
I see it.
My right arm has lost, not that I'm like a hairy dude. My right arm, no hair.
Right.
Left arm,
A little
normal
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
And dude, it was like, and I rubbed it off, and it was like hitting the
Flakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it stunk to high heaven.
course it did.
And I'm smelling my arm, God, oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that smell. Oh, horrible.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the sink and I got soap and I'm cleaning my arm and I'm thinking I got like 8th degree burns on my arm.
Yeah.